Hey guys, what's up? So today we are going to study a new topic called scope of a variable. So for example, if my code is int main, suppose I have a variable int I, and suppose I have a for loop and I am doing some work here, and for example if I create a variable j inside the for loop, okay, and then I am printing the value of j outside the for loop. So my question is this code correct? So is this code correct or not? So what is happening here? You declared the variable j inside the for loop and you are trying to access that j outside the for loop. So compiler will give us error. And what error compiler will give? Compiler will say, I don't know. Compiler will say, I don't know what is j. I don't know what is j. Why? Because the existence of j is between these brackets, these curly brackets. Okay, you have declared a variable j inside the for loop, and since this j is declared inside the for loop, so its existence is between these curly brackets only. If you will try to access this j outside these brackets, then compiler will say, hey, I don't know what is j. Okay, so if someone asks you what is scope of j, so what is scope of variable j? So the scope of j is between these curly brackets. Outside these curly brackets, compiler don't know what is j. Okay, now let us see. Okay, so let us write some code to get a better understanding. So let's name it scope.cpp. So I will show you some exciting things. Suppose I have a variable int x equals 10. Okay, now if you will create the same variable int x, then compiler will show you error. Let's see. So the compiler is showing us error, and the error is that you can't have two variables with the same name. So int x equals 10 and you are again making a variable int x. So compiler will say, hey buddy, you can't have two variables with the same name. But let me show you some interesting things. So what I will do, for int I equals 0, I less than, let's say 5, I plus plus, and let's say here I am making a variable again with the same name x. Let's say int x equals I, and then I am printing the value of x and line. Okay, so what do you think? Compiler will show us error or not? Okay, so let's do one more thing. Let us print the value of x also. Cout x. Let's see what will be our output. So my first question is whether compiler will show us error at line number 10, because we are creating a variable x and the name already exists. We are already having the same variable with the same name. So let's see. No, the compiler is not giving us error. Why? Let's try to understand why the compiler is not giving us error. In the previous case, compiler showed us error. So just try to focus. What was the last case? Int x equals 10, int x. So compiler say, Here you can't have two variables with the same name. I say okay. Now here I am again having variables with the same name. Then why the compiler is not showing us error? Because they have different scope. The scope of this variable is between this bracket and this bracket, whereas the scope of this variable x is between this bracket and this bracket. Okay, so the main reason is different scope. The two variable x has different scope. Okay, so these two variables x are different, and the main reason is because of the different scope. Okay, so this variable, let me clear all this. So this variable x is different. This variable x is different. And what is the reason? Because they have different scope. The last example was int x equals 10, int x. They both were not different because their scope was same. Okay, their scope was same, so compiler will show us error. But here their scope are different, so they will be treated as different variables. Okay, so they will be treated as different variables. One more thing that I want to tell you is, let's see the output. What is my output? So my output is coming out to be this. Now let's see how it comes. So first of all, I told you this is different x. So what I am doing, a variable I is varying from 0 to 5, and the value of I is assigned to x, and then I am printing x. So 0 to 4 is expected. 0 to 4 will be my output. This is the output of loop. Okay, so what is the output of loop? Output of loop is 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now focus on line number 14. So the value of x is 10 if we treat this x, and the value of x is 4 if I treat this x. So which value is getting printed? 10. Why not 4? Because this variable x doesn't exist after these brackets. Okay, so this x is this x. Okay, just one more time. First thing first, this x and this x are different. Okay, what is the output of the loop? Output of the loop is 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now we reach line number 14. So at line number 14, I am printing the value of x. Okay, so which x is this? This one or this one? So obviously this one can't be. Why? Because this x exists only between this and this. So obviously this x is this one. Now what if I remove int from here? What will happen? So this is normal conditions. Let's see. So our output is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and again 4. In the last example it was 10. Okay. Now let's see what is happening here. So there is no confusion in this. So there is no confusion. Why? Because there is only one x. And why can I use this x between this x? Because the scope of this x is between this, and for loop comes between this and this. Okay, so I can use x inside the loop. So x equals I and print the value of x. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Obvious. Now I am printing x. So this x should be get printed, but this x and this x is same. If I am changing the value of x, this x value will also change. Basically they are same. They are same. So since they are same, my output will be 4. Because the latest value of x is 4. One more time. In this question, this x and this x is same. Okay, I am changing the value of x equals I. So this value will be changed. And finally, the updated value, which is 4, will get printed. Okay, now one more thing. What will happen if I try and print Cout, let's say I? So I think compiler will show us error. Why? Because this I is a part of for loop, and hence the scope of variable I is between this bracket and this bracket, and I am using it outside the for loop. So compiler should show us error. An error should occur. Okay, so the error is very simple. Compiler don't know what is I. Okay, now let's see some more interesting things. So you have to tell me what will be my output. So int main int x. Suppose now there is a for loop, there is something written, and now I am printing the value of x. So what will be my output? Okay, so tell me what will be my output. So the answer is very simple. Output will be a garbage value. So output will be a garbage value. I have not given x any value. So when you will try and print x, you will get a garbage value. This question is not at all related to scope. I just give this question to open your mind. Okay, so what will be my output? A garbage value. Now you have to tell me, if I try and print, let's say int main int I for int I equals 0, I less than, let's say 5, I plus plus, I am doing some work here, and now I am printing the value of I. So what will be my output? So you have to tell me whether there will be an error, compilation error will occur, or otherwise tell me what will be my output. Okay, so I think compilation error will not be there. Why? Because this I and this I, they both are different. Why they are different? Because they have different scope. The scope of this I is this bracket and this bracket. The scope of this I is this bracket and this bracket. Since these two I's are different, they are independent. Now at this line, I am printing the value of I. So at this point of time, only one I exists. Only one I exists. This I does not exist. This I does not exist outside brackets of loop. Okay, so this I doesn't exist at this line. Okay, so at this line I have only one I, which is this one. Since I have only one I will print the value of that I, and hence my output will be a garbage value. Okay, so if you don't believe me, I can show you. So what I will do here, I just have to create two variables, int I. Now at this point of time, only one I exists in the memory. Now when I did this, now there exist two I in the memory, but those two I, they are different. Why they are different? Because they have different scope. Okay. Now I am not doing anything inside the loop, and here I am printing the value of I. Now again at line number 23, there exists only one I in the memory, and this is that I. Hence my output should be a garbage value. Simple. So the output is a garbage value. This was also the same case. Now let's comment it out. So when here I was having int x, so what was happening here? At this point of time, line number 7, there exists only one x in the memory. Line number 10, there exist 2x in the memory, but they both are different. Why different? Because different scope. Now at line number 14, I am printing the x. At line number 14, there exists only one x in the memory. Why? Because this x, as soon as this x will cross its boundary, it will not exist. Okay, it will die or it will not exist. So at line number 14, there exists only one x in the memory, which is this one. But as soon as you reach line number 16, you are printing the value of I. Compiler will say, I don't know I. Why he don't know? Because I exists till the for loop. As soon as the for loop ends, I doesn't exist in the memory. Okay, so I hope you got some feel of what is scope of a variable. So what we will do now, in next video I will cover what is global variable, and in next video I will cover some more questions on scope of variable and global variable mix. Okay, so this is it for this video. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Okay, thank you.